Hello everybody, and this is the first time since 2005 that the White Sox and the Astros will face off against each other in the playoffs. They had that World Series where really it was a World Series that year where really they both weren't even supposed to be there. And the White Sox broke that Black Sox curse basically. Things are way different here. It's gonna be interesting. The Reds beat, Reds beat Diamondbacks. Marlins beat the Mets. Now it's 2-0 on their side. Boy, if we face Miami, it's gonna be real interesting in the World Series.
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the Chicago White Sox and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next.
I'm ready to go off in this series. The ALCS last year was my breakout series.
Forrest Whitley will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good.
All right, here we go. Ground out, held it down.
Leading up for the Astros, the right fielder, Jamie.
First delivery to him on the way. Little chopper back to the mound.
Dang it, man.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
That was bad. I was off target. All right, they're starting up 1. I got aerial assault. I need to make sure that I get it a deep hit
that equalizing run just 90 feet
for
away
a sac fly, but obviously it gives me more home run opportunities as well.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Softly hit out toward short.
That was the last thing I needed.
That? He comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play ball with 1 pitch.
Let's play ball.
Wow, I wasted that.
Standing in, Jamie Lynn.
The right fielder.
All right, can't be hitting in a double plays in the playoffs.
First pitch of the at-bat. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
Wow.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays
101.
right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Go now, come on now, one time.
Line to the right
got
side.
it over his head.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach.
I was late, but I got
and that runner
on top of it enough to where he wasn't.
How he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s, getting to that one.
So striding forward now, Brian Reynolds, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
I can safely
Here's the 0-1.
have this kind of a lead.
Sends a ball high in the air into left field. Winker is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. The throw is wild and it gets away.
Oh, well, that wasn't going to matter then.
So it's a tight
Come
spot
on, Correa.
Here. First and second, 1 man out, and ambling over to the batter's box is Carlos Correa. 1-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Mazara's under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
God dang it, man. Come on, guys.
Big spot here. First and second.
Bregman is back.
Gone, and that'll bring up
Couldn't have
Alex
happened
Bregman.
at a better time.
Throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back.
Why would you even care about me?
Have a wrist like you can. Here you go. You do it. Going better. Let's do it.
And he gets him to go after
Dang it,
102
man.
as this is popped in the air toward the left side of the infield. Devers has got it, and
My guy wasn't trying to run home. 2-0 now.
ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Jamie Lynn.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Fouled away.
I gotta get those up top. I gotta get those up top.
The 0-1 pitch. Swung right
Shoot,
over the
man.
top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound.
Let's go.
And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
I'm too
Now
fast.
batting, Brian
I'm not
Reynolds,
stealing.
the leadoff man
I'm
on
not
base,
stealing
and we'll see
unless
what
they
have
say
in mind
unless they tell me
strategy-wise
to.
here.
I am not gonna steal unless they tell me to.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball.
I just
right
can't
by him
do
for
it.
The first out.
It's too
Man, I love
risky.
watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Correa, left field and carrying.
Let's go!
That one is out of here.
Wow, that was out
This
of here
game
in no
is
time.
tied.
Correa coming
It's a two-run
through.
shot to straightaway left, and just like that, this ball game is all
Let's
tied.
get it. Let's go, Correa.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows, finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat, being shut out all game, but not anymore.
That was out of here in no time. We scored 6 runs in the 8th.
Well, this one had its
Oh,
moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
sucks for you, Chicago.
And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Freaking sucks for you, Chicago. And I mean, I also helped, you know, being 2 for 4, so. Man, once Correa hit that home run, we just took off in the 8th. I mean, you could not have done that any better than that. Hell yeah. Hey, I'm ready for the World Series, guys. I haven't done much yet. Although batting average is good. Which I kind of figured, yeah, it's probably going to be brought back down to earth a little bit. But it's alright. Hey, as long as I do okay, like, we'll win. We'll win
MLB
another
The
World
Show
Series.
is your home for postseason baseball. It's the second game of this ALCS between the Chicago White Sox and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, it was a good start for these guys at home. They did what they needed to do in the opening game, and this crowd really showed up and made a difference as well. Should be an electric atmosphere again, so we'll see if the guys on the field can feed off it and take a commanding lead in this series.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Jordan Montgomery is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Really like this guy. He reminds me a lot of Andy Pettit, left-hander from the University of South Carolina. Not an overpowering fastball, kind of like Andy Pettit. Low to mid-90s.
He's out. Out.
All right. 1, 2,
Plate,
3.
Jamie Lynn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Astros, the right fielder, Jamie.
Let's do this, guys.
Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away.
See it? Drive it. Let's go, kid.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he jumps
Shoot,
to change
man.
up a swing and a miss.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first.
Okay, we're up 1.
Stepping into the box, Jamie Lynn.
I totally
here in the
face
early
palmed.
going. First pitch on its
For
way.
that frustration.
Now a swing.
Let's go!
Deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. It's up and out of here into the archways.
Well, that's a way to make up for that strikeout. 2-0.
A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series, and the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
We want to win this rematch.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Play ball. Out.
4-0 now.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Jamie Lynn. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch sends that one out of play for strike
Could have had
1.
it if I just would have maybe been on time a little more on top of it.
I had him reaching at thin
Shoot.
air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
That freaking slider.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Dig.
And there's one down now.
That wasn't it.
Play ball.
6-0 now. All right.
Stepping in, Jamie Lynn.
This is
He
where
got
we
on
show
top
our
of one. He was
dominance
a
at home.
ground
This
out
is why
victim
we're the
last
number
time.
1 seed.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels.
Why
down
we're the
first
defending
base line.
champions.
I don't think he even concerns himself with
But
that.
if we can
he
get
has to put it on the ground. That's
a little
part of
something
what makes
here,
him successful.
that'd be great.
A ball and a strike to Houston's
Nope.
leadoff batter. Martinez at second. Robert on at first with 2 down. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball,
And
that's
it's
too
2
high.
balls
Hey,
and 2
good luck.
strikes
Nope.
now.
Good luck, huh? Wait for a good one.
Oh, and here's a drive.
Oh, come
well
on.
hit out to straightaway center.
Oh, that's outta
Looking
here.
up is the center fielder. And
Linsanity
that one is gone on a 2-strike count
has
with 2
awoken
away in
in the
inning.
playoffs.
So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His second of the game.
And you
as
know
they
the
push this lead
fans
up to
are
9 now.
loving it. You know the fans are loving it.
Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty V. How about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense,
9-0. And the only travesty is that it wasn't a shutout.
Had a hand in this one, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
That was 2 huge home runs.
Final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
Nine to 1 is the way this one ends. Houston take a 2-0 lead here in the league championship.
All right. We've won 5 straight playoff games now. I'm ready for the payback against Chicago. Even though, yeah, that was 21 years ago, but, you know, it'd be a great thing for this franchise. It's like it's just kind of some secretly unsettled business, and now the Reds have come back to tie the series at 2 games apiece. I really don't want to face Cincinnati, to be honest. I'd rather face Miami.
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the AL Championship Series between the Houston Astros and the Chicago White Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
You know, I think the phrase must win is overused in sports, but even though this isn't an elimination game, it does sort of feel like a must win. Doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. If you go down 3-0 in any series, you're fighting nearly an impossible uphill battle. Feels like the series kind of rides on this game right here.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Lucas Giolito will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series.
Real good pitcher we're facing.
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing 1 run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
Leading off for Houston, the right fielder, Jamie Lynn.
It's starting to definitely heat up, though. Let's do this, guys.
First delivery to him on the way.
First pitch, 7:05.
Hit high and deep to left field.
Oh, that's gone.
Santander
gone in no
up.
time. Start this
Gone
game off with a bang.
Bullpen for a home run.
Start it off with a freaking bang.
Just the second pitch of the ball game. His 3rd home run of this series, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
I thought the leadoff hitter is supposed to set the table for the guys behind him. Not the case with that swing of the bat right now. Games change.
Well,
fellas.
I still am.
Get ready for a good one.
Let's go at 3-0 on these guys.
Play ball. Your attention, please.
Oh, man.
Digging in, Jamie Lynn, runner in scoring position with two gone.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of
I
thinking
pulled
this
it,
guy's a good fastball.
but it
hitter.
still
So
got
I
through.
wanted to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw.
And he is in there.
Ooh, I
Hey,
barely
this
got
guy's
there.
having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him.
7-0
He's slowing
in the
game down. He looks
first.
terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Line to the right side.
I'm going.
And that's in there. Base hit. The throw home. And
Let's
not
go.
in time as the run scores.
Man, this thing's blown open right here as they've exploded for 8
8-0
runs
in the
this inning alone.
first.
Everyone knows that offense is contagious. That much is pretty obvious in this one.
Why does it look like I didn't even touch the base? Oh, we got this.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go.
We freaking
Jamie
got
Lynn.
this.
Already a home run and a double for him in this one. He's set. Here it comes. High and deep to
Oh,
right
is that another
center.
home run?
Center fielder giving chase. He
Nope,
gets
but he's
there
gonna
and
move
makes a
up 90
fine running
feet.
Play for the second out.
On the back.
And
Even when
he's
I'm
up to
getting
third
out,
safely now with two gone in the
I'm
inning.
still doing my job.
That was a nice job to track that one down to the alley because it definitely...
I mean, how about that for opening up this game? And it's
Standing
only
in,
the fourth
Jamie
inning.
Lynn, he flew out in his last at bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power,
Oh, God.
he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something. Drive it out of the yard this
All right.
AB.
I gotta settle down now. Let's lay on first.
Striding in for Houston.
Let's get a sac
Jamie
fly
Lynn.
RBI.
He's 2 for 4 in the ball
Get
game.
that guy in there.
Win.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
As long as I can find the right pitch to do so.
The 1-0. Skied into straightaway right.
That is going to be
Lazar
deep
is under
enough.
it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner
Here
from
we go.
third. And he will
Oh,
get in to
wow.
score, and it's a
Oh,
run batted
no,
in on
he-
the sacrifice
He did
fly.
get it.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice
Wow.
fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Even with that throw was right there, but just slightly late.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Jamie Lynn. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor.
Hey, get your pitch right here. Come on now.
He's set and the pitch. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man
They're
out.
late on it.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
1 strike.
Yeah, we're about to be like really well rested.
The 1-1. Here's a fly ball, well hit.
That's a gapper.
Center fielder giving chase, but he can't get there.
Ah,
and it bounces
ground
over
rule
the wall. It's
double.
a ground rule double.
Well, I do wonder if that ball stays in the ballpark, did they send him home there? It's really hard to say with the ball bouncing over the wall for a double. That might have cost them a run there.
Next up for the Stros, Brian Reynolds singled homer run.
Well,
in his
we're up
last time up.
17 to
Just
1.
another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open right there. Maybe sit off speed.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Brian Reynolds.
All right,
goes down
Correa.
for out number 2 in the top half.
Carlos Correa.
The 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. On to first, and the Astros can't cash in as that ends the...
That's fine. We had 21 base hits.
Wow, a 9-out save? That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great
17
pitching performance that
to
led his
1.
guys to the victory.
17-1. The White Sox stand no chance against us.
(17-1) this evening. Houston take a commanding 3-0 lead here in the league championship series. Brendan McKay gets the W on the mound. Lucas Giolito allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
I told you guys. The ALCS is when I was gonna freaking be going off. Let's get it, guys. Let's see this sweep. I'm feeling something different. Road 80. Let's go throwback. Miami won their game. They're at 3-2 now.
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 now of the American League Championship Series between the Houston Astros and the Chicago White Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I can't help but be impressed with the way these guys have come into this series and just flat out handled their business. They're hitting on all cylinders, and I don't want to fully count out the other guys, but if the last 3 games are any indication of how this will play out, I think this series could be over really quick.
The postseason is officially in full swing.
Yeah, it's gonna be over in no time.
Coming up next. Ronaldo Lopez is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that has 99 career losses. The one thing I'm certain that he doesn't want to do is pick up career loss number 100 in this one here today. So it's going to be awfully important, one, that his team scores him some runs, and 2, he shuts down the opponent early.
All right, let's do this, guys.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is not foul, but perhaps playable behind first.
Lay on it.
But this will land untouched.
7:05.
Come on, big guy, steer this one.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Get there.
And there's one gone to start the night.
Man, too bad that I just could not be on target with that, but we're up 2-0.
New inning set to get underway, and next will be a speed threat in the form
They
of
have run into a buzzsaw.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here it comes. Oh, he had a
Ooh.
fool there. No balls and 2 strikes.
All right.
Back
There
up
we
the
go.
middle.
Right down the middle.
And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold.
And
Screw
Reynolds
this.
has
Oh.
himself a base hit. And
I'm
he'll
going
come
home.
up with it
I'm going
cleanly
home.
here and
Let's
right.
go.
He'll come home with it. And he
Oh.
is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0.
Wow, that error has got to really sting. Anytime a run
I just
scores
scored
because of an error, it
all
eats
the
at
way
you, but
from first.
especially when he comes around from first, he wasn't
'Cause two
even in
guys
scoring
couldn't do their
position when
job.
the play started.
Look at that. Oh,
Play ball. Your attention, please.
gotta lay it all out on the line.
Ready for another shot now. Jamie Lynn. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's
101.
going to wave him.
Come on, big guy. Hey, now.
Smoke toward
There we
the
go.
hole. And that's through into
Yeah,
right
he's
field
not
for a
making the
base hit.
same mistake
And a good
now.
throw is going to
You
hold
know
that
he's
runner
not.
at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away. So striding in, Brian Reynolds. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking.
Oh.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the.
I tried to do anything to disrupt it. Hey, you know they're not gonna go down without a fight.
Digging in and looking for
I'm
more.
2 for 3, but I
Jamie
need something
Lynn.
more than a single probably here.
Fly, big guy. Here we go.
Sack fly's okay.
From the stretch. No balls and a strike.
Which
to
that
count.
could have been the pitch to do it
Get your pitch, huh?
if I'm on time.
And boy, was he ever
Shoot,
fooled
man.
on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had
All
his
right.
mind up. He was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
A swing and a drive.
That's
sent
gonna
out
be
toward the
deep
gap.
enough. So that'll be a sack fly.
It'll
On
die
the warning track.
as the catch is made, and here comes
He's
the
there
runner
in no
from
time.
third. And the runner
No
scores
problem.
from third as they extend their lead. It's now 6-2.
Great job there.
Doing my job.
So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Jamie Lynn. is
Think
looking
after
for hit
this,
number 3 here
at
in
bat,
this
I'm not gonna
at-bat.
sim anymore.
Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through
Hey,
for a
I'm
base
getting
hit.
it. I'm
Well,
getting it.
talk
I'm
about
putting
having a
them.
Pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row.
Okay.
3 for 4.
Oh, wait, that's
Not
right.
a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
I'm in for it.
6 runs, double the amount of hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And a dive, but he's back.
Hey, need you now. Your turn.
This is on the ground over to first.
Come on,
To second for
come on,
one.
come on.
On
Dang
the
it.
first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna sim.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys
Wow.
came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score.
That should have been our sweep. I'm so used to it with simming. God dang it. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I even said I was gonna not sim and I freaking did it anyway. It's such a habit. It's such a freaking habit. I didn't even get a chance in the 9th inning. Come on, pitching. We don't want to give them any sort of momentum now. Okay, still nothing going on there. That game, okay.
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 5 of the American League Championship Series between the Houston Astros and the Chicago White Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, they're down 3-1, so it's do or die time now. That's not a good place to be, obviously, but we do see some teams play their best when their backs are up against the ropes. The key is to just take it one game at a time and not worry about how many more wins you need.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Robbie Ray gets the call in Game 5 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt. 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Now to the plate, Jamie Lynn, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The right fielder, number 23.
First delivery to him on the way. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
705.
Lofted in the air out toward
I
right
was
center.
under it.
Mazzara's under it.
Way under it.
He's got it one away.
But wait, oh man, we were just out to start 2-0.
Digging in now, Jamie.
It's not going to be
Lynn
easy.
flew out in his last at bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last.
I should have had that on that knuckle
just
curve.
Missed it. With this guy's big power,
I really
he's
should have had
feeling
that.
pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something.
All right.
And drive it out of the yard this AB.
1-1.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
Nope.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for
That's
it
a
in the
gapper.
box.
And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Around second
This is
now
so
and
risky.
headed for third. The relay throw. He is in there with a triple.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me
Look at
that
my guy.
the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks
I got
terrific.
that freaking speed.
Absolutely postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
So stepping in, Brian Reynolds, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He got him.
Oh,
and
wow,
it'll probably
dude.
take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Way too early.
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And the former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. And he missed with it
Nice
there,
job.
ball 4.
Nice job, Correa.
That's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
Come on, Bregman.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. And their runners at the corners now. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Hey, I did my job there. All right, here we go.
Coming to the plate now, Jamie Lynn, and he'll be tasked with bringing home the potential tying and go-ahead runs, both of which are standing in scoring position. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And this is yanked
Oh, come
hard
on.
down the left field line.
It's fair and a ground rule double. That's 2 runs. That's 2 runs.
So it'll give them the lead, but a possible 3rd run will have to hold on at third base.
You can see that he was all over that pitch, yanking it down the line. They're lucky that thing bounced over the fence, because if it would have got lost in the corner out there, there's no telling how far he could have gotten.
Into the box.
That is
Ryan
huge.
Reynolds. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Again, it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3 and
Are just not very good things. That's what. 6-3 now.
stepping in, Jamie Lynn.
I'm going to have maybe one more at bat.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This
Okay,
is right out
I'm
in
not
front of the
simming
mound.
anything. I'm not going to
Sims
sim
will put this
anything.
one away, and the side is retired. So
I'm not simming. Because I don't know if I'm going to have one more at bat or not. Well, they got 2 there. Come on, guys. All right, good job getting that walk, Bregman. Oh boy. Okay. Let's go. Runners at the corners.
Get a good pitch. Here we go.
digging in, Jamie Lynn. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone.
Jamie.
Again, the next one I'm not simming either.
Here we go. One time. Like a
Comes
big
set.
dog.
Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line down the left field line.
That's
But
foul.
this is going to get foul.
Yeah, I pulled that one.
Heading out towards shallow right.
Ah,
Mazar
that's
is
nowhere
under
near
it,
deep enough. Shoot.
and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with 2 away.
Fly out. Come on, guys. Nice shot, Bregman. Somebody. No. Yes, we're going to the World Series. We are back in the World Series. First time in franchise history that the Astros are going in back-to-back World Series now.
Well, congratulations to them, as they're now the American League champs. They're going to celebrate tonight, and then they're going to have to refocus for a run at the ultimate prize, the World Series trophy. Can't wait.
Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't get the toughest one of them all, a triple, but it was still
We have
an
avenged
outstanding showing
the
with
Chicago
bat.
White Sox after what they did to this team 21 years ago.
For my partners Dan Plesac, Mark DeRosa, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Championship Series.
I'll tell you what, the highlight of this series was whenever I freaking did that first to home, whenever, even though the ball was in shallow right field, you know, he messed up. What, did the Marlins and Reds go to Game 7? Oh boy. But yeah, I mean, I got the speed to get away with that. Sim through date. We're facing Miami. Oh my gosh. So Miami, who hadn't made the playoffs in 23 years, are going to their first World Series in 23 years. You cannot make this up, guys. They beat the Reds in 6. Wow. Well, the next episode we'll see if we can defend our title, which I think we can. I'm liking. Oh man, Miami is next. We'll have the home field advantage as well. That's another big thing too. Hey, I'm liking my chances here. I have 15 RBIs, 4 home runs, 462 batting average. I'm gonna check real quick and see if I am in postseason MVP. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I'll say. I'm probably about to win another one of those. Oof. Next. Wow. I'm so glad that that trade to Houston, it's paying off for me. What a blessing in disguise this became.